All right, so modern masculinity, sex, dating age gaps, are men cracking under the pressure? Since it's Men's Mental Health Month, let's face the monster in the room. We are in an era of grind till you die, and men are wearing burnouts like a badge of honor. Every motivational speaker is screaming, sleep is for the broke, and you see men guzzling energy drinks like Holy Communion. Is hustle culture really about ambition, or are we using it to distract ourselves from trauma, emptiness, and childhood poverty? And if success is measured by money alone, why are so many rich men still miserable? But before then, let's welcome a special guest whose resume is as fine as a glow. A doctor of physical therapy, a fashion model, digital creator, and your plug for aging gracefully, from mobility tips to skincare secrets, mind shifts to daily habits. She's the beautiful blend of healthy beauty and lifestyle. Welcome the incredible Dr. Mufti Jokombo. Hello, Dr. Mufti. Welcome to the Black Table.
Thank you. How are you doing tonight?
We are doing very well. How are you too?
Fine, thank you. It's a Friday night, so I'm doing well.
Oh, great, fantastic. So yeah, we've got Dek, we've got Andre, and of course we've got Tien Gang on the table tonight. And yes, we have quite a lot to talk about, and of course you'll be joining us on this conversation. Earlier today on Wake Up Nigeria, we had the legendary singer Sheisho Dumo, and he shared with us a very touching story. Let's check out the video, and then when we return, we talk more about, Men's Mental Health Month and how we can help, do things much better.
Well, who do I think has it easier in life, men or women? I'll say women because, everybody has this soft spot for a woman.
Men relax more than women because I believe everything that men do, women even do, and even do more.
That's why we call them head of the house. Yeah, so without the head, there's no neck.
The freedom men have, women don't have that freedom.
You're a woman, you're not coming to life so far.
It's not even easy. So men they have it easier in life. At this point though.
Men were always created to even provide for the women in the first place. Adam, right from time, has always been the provider. So
this economy we are now, both men and women were on the same page. A man would literally not get married to a liability.
If you don't marry the woman, it's you where you do everything. Now you go case with takum to her. Now you go do the that she are doing one key.
And as a woman, you still get to work, still get to feed the children at home, still get to take care of the children, take care of the home.
She needs to be nurtured.
It's a matter of gender, Yeah, whilst people will feel like, okay, lady can get things done a bit easily sometimes because she's a beautiful lady or whatever.
life just be going like that. You just get carried. I'm not being sexy, but you just get carried.
You go out there, men, obviously, if they see a woman, they're attracted by her beauty, they're attracted by anything.
The woman is just going to dress, do passion, go to her father's house and come back and she's in the house. Me, I do it all the work.
People adore women than men. Men, you do like about yourself, go also like me now.
Life is too easy for women.
I don't know whether to say that life is very unfair on women, but really, ideally, men have it easier.
All right, while the video was playing, Dek said something quite interesting. He said, you guys ate the apple.
But if you guys did not eat the apple, would have just all of us would have been dancing naked inside the
not really.
Garden of Eden.
Not really.
Not really. I don't know if that's the case.
Because they ate the apple, and then she came to you, and she gave to you.
So let me ask you a question. If your wife comes to you and tells you, baby, take, you say no?
Of course you will take.
So we're victims, right? That's cleared finally. We're cleared.
No,
right?
it's not. No, let's not.
He's a good man. He's a good man.
You're a good man.
Yeah.
But you know for a fact that apple is. Oh God, there's no other apple now. It's just that tree. So she got it from that tree, but you still ate it.
So from the Vox Pop we just watched.
So you followed the
My brother,
principle of marriage.
I did not go to that tree. I was doing something else. I was probably doing the work that my Father in heaven told me to do.
Yeah.
Bro, she brought this apple, said, baby, take it now. Or maybe baby, take it now.
And you knew that it was that apple. Oh.
Okay, so we still have Dr. Mufti. Well, Andrea and Dick are trying to reenact what happened in the Garden of Eden. Dr. Mufti, yeah. Do you think women have it easier than men in today's world?
To some extent, yes. I won't lie.
Why do you say that?
I won't lie. Because men have built a society where patriarchy is the thing, men are the ones that are in charge. So we're just allowing you people to do what you said you want to do.
What is it that we say we want to do? Guys, we need to help ourselves here.
You see how convenient it was for her to say that?
You want to do that. So we said, okay, yeah, but girls, if you want to do it, continue.
You know, I love how women easily come out and say that. But if you want to do what you want to do, you can do it because it's convenient for them at that time. Once the roles change, all right, or once the roles switches, you realize that they come out and tell you, you see, masculinity, gender inequality. That's when those things come to play. Let me give you an example. Maje, for instance, was talking about himself, and the conversation has become, why is he coming out to talk about her? No, he didn't talk about her. He spoke about himself. Now, if roles were to change and that person was the female, we will not be talking about this.
You know why? Because traditionally, right? Traditionally, it has been, should I call it, placed on men that you're not meant to be emotional. Even from your upbringing, your construct. Parents, yes. You know, you're not meant to be vulnerable. You're meant to be strong. Whatever is going on.
Men don't cry.
Bottle, men don't cry. You hear fathers say, stop crying, men don't cry.
Yeah. Like earlier today, Gang and I, we hung out and we were talking about some things. Gang, myself, and Miles, one of the producers of the Black Table. And I said to them, like, see, the biggest problem, men, what we have is this. We don't ask ourselves, Dick, how are you? Andrea, how are you? Gang, how are you? Like, it doesn't mean I can solve the problem.
The honest truth,
but men don't speak to one another.
But I ask my friends how they are.
You do that. You do that. I can attest to that.
You know why you
but
do
can
that.
I ask this? You ask them with what intention?
With the intention of knowing how he's actually doing. Because you see, I understand what mental health is. You see, in Nigeria, we don't understand. See, if somebody outside the country tells you that I'm mentally stressed, my brother, you will answer for it. Why? Your boss will answer for it. That's essentially why they give leaves with pay. Out of the country.
Okay, so Dr. Mufti, quick one.
Mental health is not a joke.
Do you think,
no, it's not.
Do you think in the world today we're raising softer men, and do you think that men should do what has been traditionally
was my DJ? So he DJ'd for.
Do you think men should
and I put
do
him in the hotel
what we are traditionally known for? Dr. Mufti, can you hear me? Okay, she'll join us in a bit.
Okay, while we're waiting for her, right? Like we're saying, traditionally, right? And I get you when you say, for me, yes, I ask my friends. I literally want to know how you're doing and try to help you navigate whatever waters it is that you find yourself in. But you see, that's just because I'm enlightened, you are enlightened, right? A lot of people are not enlightened. They're not privy to this. You see, growing up, they are probably now 35, 40. They've had strict instructions that a man should not be vulnerable.
He needs to be tough.
And then here's the thing. Even at the point where you try to be vulnerable, you hear when you speak to a friend and you know, tell him, oh, this is what I'm going through. He probably will make mockery of it.
Of course,
And then when you guys are with other friends, he will bring it up like, can you imagine this guy? He's telling me this. I beg you should go and sit down. You're not a man.
Exactly.
Why?
Yeah. So Mufti is back. Hi, Dr. Mufti. So I asked a question earlier. Do you think in today's society we're raising softer men, or or should we go back to what we're known for traditionally, be quiet, take all the punches, and then, just roll with it.
Yeah, not at all. I don't know if we're raising softer men. I would like to think we're raising more emotionally available men, more emotionally aware men, because the whole men don't cry, soak up your emotions. Yeah, that needs to leave. Men are human beings. You should be able to cry. You should be able to feel your emotions when you want to feel your emotions. Because at the end of the day, you feel the same thing that women do too. You might just express it more. That doesn't mean you don't have your feelings as well. So please, the whole hard men don't cry, please. It's 2025. Let's wrap that up.
So since you've said that, are you single?
For the sake of this conversation, let's say yes.
Okay, so would you be with a crying man?
There's nothing wrong with a crying man. I mean, there's also a difference between being emotionally aware and being overly emotional, right?
Okay.
Please.
What she's trying to say is, why are you gay?
Nice one. Nice one. I like that.
Why are you gay?
Did you get that?
Yeah.
So thank you for the
there's a
response,
difference
by the way,
between
Dr. Mufti.
being emotional and being overly emotional. They are the
I
same thing,
want
but
to
they are
ask
two
Dr.
different
Mufti a
things.
question.
entirely.
Okay, please go ahead, guys.
So, Dr. Mufti, you're a physical therapist. In comparison to treating men for physical therapy, what about mental therapy? Mental therapy and physical therapy. How do you correlate that situation?
I feel as though they kind of go hand in hand, but unfortunately, kind of like physical therapy, a lot of people don't think about physical therapy until they hurt themselves. Oh, I injured my knee, I injured my ankle, whatever. But the same thing for mental health, because physical, it's there, you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
For your mental, especially for men, and because of the way generations have been, men can just feel like, oh, I'll just put this aside. But please, men need therapy. So many men need so much, especially in Nigeria.
I need therapy. I'm emotional right now. I need help.
Everybody needs therapy.
I need help.
Everybody needs therapy.
Okay, first and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to Dr. Mufti, right?
Mufti, yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's really interesting to have a lady on the black table. I've been one of those advocates of a woman being on the show. Now the thing is this, and I really love what she talked about, right? And I look at the smile. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on the show. All right, real quick, I wanted to talk about the fact that, you see, if we're going to talk about this, we would have talked about the fact that yes, men can be this, men can be that, but if you look at where she came in from the angle of what women want. Yeah. I'm a woman. She's saying that this is what I want. I want a man, yes, and I want him to be soft, but I don't want him to be too soft.
That's what.
So you must understand that. Look, there are certain things at play that you can't see. That's why you can't.
Has to be a balance.
You can't satisfy a woman to the end. And you can't know a woman.
It's interesting you said that. I just want to read something quickly. So there was a video I put on my status earlier today, and it had to do with Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, which is this June.
Yeah, which is June, yeah.
Which is something I'm really campaigning for. I think a lot of men are suffering mentally, and it has nothing to do with their finances or where they are in their lives. It's because men, we've been groomed not to express ourselves emotionally. So I put out the video, and the response I got out from a friend was this: this is not even a lack of empathy. I am super exhausted of men playing victim to a system they created. Continue to uphold and will bring down anyone who tries to tear down the system. It's patriarchy that taught men that it's weak to cry, that communication makes them weak, and also because a lot of men take advantage of and laugh at and berate people, both men and women, who be through the systems to communicate and express what's going on in their head. They become so scared and scared of being on the receiving end of an action. It's quite lengthy.
I think that's what he was talking about.
He talked about. He needed to just circle back on that. So I feel in today's world, women have come to terms with the reality of what certain men go through. But there's still a lot of work to be done, because I can tell you for a fact that the mind of a man is like a puzzle.
Well, I'm sorry to come in real quick.
Yeah.
The person that sent you that message is obviously a woman, right?
Of course, yeah. Of course.
It's clear. See, and it's easy to say, make those kind of statements after seeing the content that you put up.
Yeah.
Let me not lie to you. If she was to experience the kind of loss, like suicide in her family from a brother or a father or a male figure, she wouldn't think that way. There's certain pressures. Here's the funny thing. Like I said earlier on, you see, yes, the society that we are in today, that was basically built by men, and is being enjoyed by women or being enjoyed by both genders or whatever, is a society that exists. We cannot unchange it. This is where we are now. The problem that people need to understand is that, can a man express himself and not be condemned for that expression?
Exactly.
And the problem now is that if obviously a man can't, because what women are saying, that what I'm hearing like today on the show is that, guys, deal with it. You guys created this situation. Deal with it.
Exactly.
So, okay, so I'm glad you guys talked about the patriarchal society that we have created in Nigeria, especially in Nigeria and Africa. You see, did you know that on this show we spoke about this same issue of, the patriarchal nature of, how things are done in Nigeria and especially Africa and what have you, especially Nigeria. I keep saying Nigeria because there's something I want to talk about. Did you know that our parents actually feel like women should sit behind? Like, take the back seat, guys. We are the men. Let's handle this. And this is still at play even in today's society on all stratas of life, ranging from politics to to the business world, the household, the church, and what have you. Have you noticed that a lot of the time, or should I say, maybe 80% of churches have male pastors as the senior pastors? Have you noticed? So you see, it's a social construct that we actually created, men. We men created this. And so she's not wrong for saying that men created this. That's a fact. However, what we should now begin to talk about is how we can begin to make those physical changes that will, set the bedrock of how, women are also going to catch up or be in, specific
Thank you for that, Dek. We still have Dr. Mufti. And Dr. Mufti, you're going to be giving us just a tip on the show tonight, which is just like a takeaway, an advice of some sort. But before we hand that over to you, I'm going to take a few social media feedbacks. We have Teju that says, thank God we finally have a voice on the black table. Now, Teju is talking about the fact that we're talking about men's mental health awareness month in June. And then we also have, someone says, gang always blows my mind with his submissions. Go gang. And then another person says, well done guys, I'm loving all the conversations. And finally we have Dek, wife good day, enjoy, go. That's from Tammy from Ikeja. So yeah. So Dr. Mufti.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we got like exactly 5 minutes to wrap up the show, and there's a segment called Just a Tip, which is based on you giving us a tip. Not the entire thing, just
What's
a tip.
The entire thing?
Just
Wait,
brief advice.
Guys, I'm trying to educate my dear Dr.
Why is she doing a hand like that?
Please just give us bullet points. It's a choice of words. Just the tip. Just the tip.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just very brief advice.
Just
very brief
it's called
advice.
Just a tip.
A brief summation.
Put it together.
So, yeah. We'll do that, and then we'll all agree on the toast of the week, who we're toasting to.
I think we should toast to Dr. Mufti, by the way.
Oh yeah, we should. Yes. We should. After she gives us the tip.
All right, so we're waiting for the tip.
A tip for men in particular?
Yeah, that would be nice.
One. Okay. Smile more and relax.
Chill.
Can I speak Yoruba? I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's okay, relax. It's not Well, thank you.
All right, thank you very much for just the tip. But that went beyond the tip. Okay, so we're going to be doing toast of the week.
Yes, sir.
Yes, let's raise our glasses up. So what are we toasting?
Let's toast to men and their problems.
Okay.
Actually, let's not toast to problems. Why don't we toast to health, right?
Oh,
Good health.
yeah.
Good health.
Safe space whereby we can speak about the things that we're going through. No judgment whatsoever.
And we can support one another,
Yes.
support each other without laughing at each other or, downplaying our issues.
Yeah, guys, get a counselor.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
All right, so you heard the guys toast of the week. All right, so it's been an amazing edition of the Black Table. Thank you, Andre.
Thank you for having
It
me.
was such a pleasure to have you on the show. Of course, gang, you are a blessing.
Thank you.
And of course, the navigator, teach me how to
the
navigate.
navigator.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Remember, the darker the night, the brighter the stars. It's the Black Table. We'll catch you same time, same station next week.
You already know.
Good night.
Good morning.
God bless.